as I do the connection between us.
Aqua coming in on a 20 stream streak. Nice. Welcome on in, everyone. Hey, Vivi. Thanks for coming, Aqua. Appreciate y'all. We're playing some Mind Mogul. And what game is this? It's a metal factory. This factory's pretty metal. I'm just gonna put that back there. It's, you know, it's like if you took inspiration from Satisfactory, but then tried to make Hydroneer. You've got infinite metal nodes. You make things. You toss them in here to make money. And to finish quests, which are up in the upper left. I've got quests. The things I need to make and sell get research points. To do research. AKA buying things that I could then buy. That's what we're currently on. I am working on finishing the cluster collector there, which means I need a couple more coal ore deposits. But I need to slap these heavy miners on it. And then get them processed in this single hop over here. Be a good... Oh, that's perfect. Perfect. I like light. Yeah, currently everything's turned off because I don't want it processing right now. Because I'm manually running a single machine. Where are my heavy metals? Because I need to sink a couple of the coal things in. And the coal ore clusters are very, very weak. Like, this is it. I'm gonna toss it. Oh, I'm surprised it didn't break. I'm gonna take these two and be very gentle with them. If I pick up anything else, they can just break on me into actual coal ore. It's a coal, which is very annoying because then I have to go back up here and place the machine again and wait for it to spit another one out. When I'm just trying to get them sold for the quest. There we go. There we go. Finally, that quest is done. Now one's polished gold gears and some polished quartz geodes. Oh, I've already got them polished, so. Hold on. That one doesn't look like quartz. I'll give y'all a proper tour of the current operations in a moment. Hey, Zorb. How's it going? We've got a bunch of mining machines, like, all spread out. But they basically all just funnel to this spot. And then go get sorted in this big bulk sorter. Where all metal go here. All gems go here. And everything else, which is pretty much just coal, goes back here. Where small coal comes out, or big coal comes out to be turned into small coal. Everything else that doesn't recognize just ends up in a pile. That's where I want it. And all the coal right now just gets dumped in here to make steel. Which I'm making steel gears and some steel ingots. And they all get polished up. The ingots go and get flattened. I'm probably going to separate those into 3 different things. right now wants me to make some iron pipe. Wants copper rods and iron pipes, actually. So what I can do... break all that down. Oh, hello. Alright, so what I'm gonna... turn it into... plates? Turn into plates. And then those plates immediately are going to get turned... to get rolled. And that'll turn into a pipe. Which should be able to just go right around the corner easily enough. And then we want extrude these ingots. And I'm gonna want to put a merging conveyor on. Polishing it. Put it there. I don't need the high walls on that. That should be fine. Raining too much, your schedule for tomorrow's messed up. Oh no. Why'd you mess up your schedule? I'm just laying pipe. I don't need gears anymore. Guess I'll turn that one into that one. And this is gold. Disability mobility service did? Ah. Narado. Take this rolling mill away. I'm gonna make it to another pipe machine. Because we also need gold pipes. Machine. No, rods. Rod extruder. Grab a couple of them. Yeah, we don't craft anything. We just buy it. Instant cart. Alright, that should fair. We want steel rods, but after we finish with the steel plates, which we just doubled production of. Leave at 8:45 a.m. to get to your speech therapist at 1 p.m. Dang. That's a lot of time to get there. Ooh, the double ingot. I actually want 2 of these. Need a whole lot to make a thing. What if I techno? That does go up. Okay, that's fine. Techno. Through the roof. Oh, well, it's probably fine. Okay. I'll need to do some replaying out so I can not have all my coal being wasted in this steel process. But that's not really a concern right now. Considering it's 2:20, you're draining too much. So are you just gonna stay awake for 6 hours, Zorb, or are you gonna try to get some sleep? I think you should get some sleep. Turn on our automator. Have the factory turn to life. I just turned on a whole bunch of machines at once. This is remnant from my coal was actually going in here to be turned into gems. Not happening anymore. You gonna get some sleep? That's a good idea, Zorb. Go do that. Take care of yourself. Don't miss your appointments and stuff. Okay? Bye, Petal. Vessel reporting duty. Hey, Blue Jade. Welcome on in. Welcome back. Hey, Zorb. Appreciate the 3-stream streak. Blue Jay telling me to drink some water. I didn't refill my water yet. Oops. I meant to do that before stream, but I was busy looking at Mandarin insults and profanities. Look at all this iron. All that delicious iron. A little bit of copper in there. Can still make it all. Cool, cool. It just takes longer. Ooh, steel plates. Being made faster than ever. Ah, the coal flow is actually enough for this amount of steel we're making. It's not getting pushed too far into the yellow. Excellent. It's good then. I can hardly handle that mess. That might be a problem. Get 2 more polish. That. I'll set it over there. Let that one go for a moment. Get another plate machine? Oh, no, I'm getting a lot of steel rods, so I should. A extruder. Yes, I believe the extruder would work well. I don't want the high wall. That flows a little better. Let me toss all these gears over. After this batch, I can go and do this appropriate. Okay. Making product. Look at that blue jade. We're just turning ore into metal and then turning it into things and selling it while living underground. Yeah, I should put these poly machines all much earlier. Hey, Yarny! How's it going? Y'all don't know her. That's Yarnold. He's a fantastic content creator. How you doing, Yarny? I had seen Let's Game It Out play this game, and I got it like immediately, and I've been playing it on my own, but then there was an update like the other day, maybe yesterday. I was like, oh, I've got to play this. Oh, this actually needs straightening. Being lazy right now? Yeah, I get that. That's a mood sometimes. Buy some ingot straighteners. Unfortunately, my ingots should be straight. Sad times. Dinner soon. Nice. No gay ingots? I keep my ingots gay everywhere else, but going into this machine, unfortunately, it seems to have to be straight. Which is sad. Right? That seems to go in there just fine directly. But I think it's specifically this one because it's 2 ingots coming out at once. Oh yeah, now my coal's up topped out. I got a new quest available. The ultimate pipe. Polished steel pipe. Ugh. Making steel rods, which we need for 2 quests. We also need to make the copper gears and copper pipes again. Alright, well. Iron pipes are done, though. Yeah, what I need to do... Oh, wow, that's just full. That's not making it fast enough. That's just full. Yeah, what I need to do is refine this whole system to just work faster, better. Probably use more blast furnaces. How many of those do I have? Just the one? Alright, I'm gonna need 3 more. Means casting furnace. Oof, that's actually a big chunk of change. We have some research. Have this smart splitter. And that took all of it. Advanced rolling conveyor. Roller sorter. Other roller. Roller's useless to me. I have the threading lathe once we put in the copper pipes. That's gonna be something. Ah, it's actually kind of getting through that. Yeah, this is very rudimentary. Just kind of split it. Which way it goes is semi-random. But I mean, hey, it provides a split. It's good enough for me. Oh, right. Oh. Those big iron ones coming through. Hold up. Stop production. Turn off all auto miners. Oh. Oh. How'd that happen?
I knew you would come.
Hey,
You must
Season.
feel as I do the connection between us.
All right, your ore. Pull it all out of there. Good chance you won't be here for long. That's fine, Season. I appreciate however much time you have to give. Eee. I'm not the last VA for the upcoming episode. Yeah, I noticed. I just happened to find the time. And I hope you liked all 3 of those voices I gave for that one character. You're keeping which one you chose a secret, but I hope you enjoyed all of them. Did fantastic. And I enjoyed making them. I like making silly voices. One maybe used future character. Heck yeah. Just let me know when. More than happy. Joey is more than happy to help. Alright, let's... Get up here. Get this mess sorted out. Frost canonically dyes her hair blue. Her natural color is dark brown. Ah. Oh, that did not go in the slot. There we go. And that should all get processed properly. Might just put a big funnel on top of that. Especially since I've got this mountain to deal with. Ugh. That's cleaning up some mess. Okay. Feed us all that. I see your stretch. I'll do that in a moment. I need another big hopper. Oops. Hopper. Yep. Take. Okay, I see it. Yes, I would expect. Very exhausted today. You going to bed? Alright, Aqua. Take care. Thanks for stopping on by. I'd have to go down by one. And let's get our crusher now. Yeah, that's not quite all in spot. Pick up my 2 shaker tables. Fill that up. I don't want to handle this. Hmm. Just toss it right on top of the conveyor belt. Won't work. That's just in the way. Yeah, that's just in the way. It sits there and looks all nice and pretty, but no. That's just in the way. I wanted to sit one higher. Place it one higher. And that would be good. Wasn't for big ol' hopper that needs to sit there. That's not gonna work either. I could put it on the left side over here. Oh, that was an immediate fall. Honestly, a little disorientating. Not expecting to go, all the way to the ground instantly. Okay, so those posts are just gonna go straight through this flooring. Breaker. Must be one lower. Alright. A wall to turn. Awesome there. That ought to do. Owls I need. That little thing, it'll be fine. Additionally, the gold. Gold's coming in here. I need to get that sorted out. Might need another bulk one for that. Because the normal thing's not going to keep up. Or I could go ahead and break it down out there. That's probably a better idea. I need a piece of gold thing with. I can get it out there, then I can do everything out there. So I should grab me another cluster breaker or two. Cause I got so much money that it doesn't matter. Just fuck boy. In game, in game. Okay. I can get that. And then have that output immediately merged on like so. Have a high volt merger there. And that'll work. What I need is at here. One of these. And a walled. Slight problem. That plan. Yeah, that's a good fix with it. That should just work. Or if it was just directly in. I didn't mean back in it. Or if there wasn't any drop to get to it. That's way more likely to just work. I can save some. There we go. That'll behave. Give me a piece of gold orb. Now, if gold ore goes in this machine, do we just get gold ore out? Or is it just gone completely? We get gold ore out. Cool. So that means that we can indeed just shove all of it directly in there without a care. Going to make geode bits, which we'll have to collect on the other end and tell it how to sort later. But that's fine. It's fine. Okay. Deal with all of this. Alright, can I like reach up here? Hello. He's just gonna go. Get tossed right there. I need to research the heckin' hoppers, I think they're technically called. They're just more shoots. No, that's the hopper. It's the shoots that I do need. Yes, right. I can just manually break it, and you know what? That's probably a better idea. And shove it all into line. Shove it all on there. Shove it all on there. Shove it all on there. That's good. What? On. Ease it in there. Ease it. Ease it in. There we go. Okay. It's not going to be as easy as I initially thought it might. Speaking of, this is gonna need a dropper on it as well. So, big ore chunk. You get to be the next test subject. You get to ride the conveyor. Ooh. And you should just do the thing. Nope. It overshot and landed on the floor. Went directly into the hole, into the floor, and everything at the wrong angle. But now we know. Processing gold over there like that? Yeah, that's probably the way to go about it. Just set one up for each machine right next to it. Then you can just feed it onto the conveyor line itself. Yeah, just do that. Decentralization. Oh, that's going to spit it out right there. Perfect. All I need is that right there. Boom. Problem solved. Eee. That away. Take that away. All this. Unnecessary. All utterly unnecessary. Okay. So I had the big one here. So what I can probably... Yeah, just pipe it all the way up. Oh, I can't act. Oh, I could just ride on top of it. Mostly. No, it entirely can't. I just can't walk on top of that anymore. There's... You have... Okay, so up that. I would have to go slightly higher. Well, no, not slightly higher, slightly more forward. Can't fit there, whatever reason. So instead, it'll just sit there. I'll just... there. And all our walled conveyors from there. And that'll just make it and send it forth. Yeah, I can't even get around anymore. When you get to the other side, I have to physically go all the way around to the other side. these get stuck right there. I suspected they might. It is there. Yeah. A little bit problematic. Let's send it out the other way. Don't want to. I could. Hmm. Hmm. Huh. Uh-huh. Uh. I mean, I could just pull off a big cluster. So they share a belt. Just pull off the cluster. Should be able to handle that. I don't like that solution either. Yeah, the only proper solution, I think, for me have to be something akin to that. Yeah. Out here. And get over. No, one higher. I reckon at that point. Can't do one further. That interfered. Okay. Yeah, I could just do it there at that point.
I knew you would come.
Hey,
You must feel
Cortez.
as I do the connection between us.
How's it going, buddy? The mouth going kind of crazy? Yeah. It do that. Still waiting for fixes from the tracker creator. Person that makes the makes Snack Studio. Up, up, one, no. Satisfactory kind of game. Sorta, kinda, yeah. We have these infinite nodes and we put different miners on them. And the nodes output different stuff. And then we make stuff out of the stuff. But the only thing we really do with it is sell it, make money, to buy the stuff. And there's no power to speak of. Good, rather than just letting it just drop. Could ferry it down a little bit. Okay. That should handle it. Yes, capitalism. Indeed. This is the infinite money machine. I funnel all my ores to here. Drop through the sorter. Gems get polished and sold. Ores go here to get crushed and smelted and turned into metal and things. And coal and everything else comes out here. Coal gets separated into small coal and big coal. Big coal turned to small coal and used to make steel. Everything else goes in a pile on the floor. Everything else gets a pile. And things, they just work. It just works, I tell you. Turn on the miners again. Now all the miners are on, and they're spitting out the resources that are just flowing. Flow at first as everything starts filling up the line. And we get a big line of it there. Probably from that machine now. Combining with the everything else. There it goes. getting chopped into smaller bits. Sometimes they just kind of get stuck in there for seemingly no reason. There we go. The iron gets split in this very rudimentary splitter. Well, ore sorter. Kind of half and halves them, ish. And that's fine with me. Half goes to steel, half goes to iron. Make ingots, they get polished up. This one's making gears as well as a bunch of ingots. Oh, I made some iron because the coal wasn't high enough. And finally got enough insufficient coal. Which is sufficient now. Little danger, but sufficient. Ew! All gets polished up. And making money. Also completing these quests on the side there. Or mostly attempting to. Making copper rods. And then I'll swap this over to making more copper pipes. I'm also going to need to make copper gears, which means I'll need one of these big things for copper. Which isn't the worst thing. I probably should have made that swap. Go ahead and turn off my auto miner for that. Good thing this doesn't really get overwhelmed. Rather whelmed though. Not overwhelmed. Also has this copper sitting in the corner for seemingly no reason. Then it all just goes in there to go slurp and sold. It's the outside world. Also have this big hole to the outside world. This is the computer I buy things at. I buy things. With the money I've made. That's about it. I should buy some walls. Why buy a wall? So I can make a big bucket. First you heard I bite things, didn't even question it. Okay, I have made a small room-ish. So that when things start overflowing down here, they're not gonna cause much of an issue. Okay. Alright, all back stuffed. Done. Dealt with. Good. Copper and iron. I've got 2 big smelteries with their names on it. Okay. So more iron's gonna end up in here and it'll do its thing. And then the copper. Go plump over here and do the thing. So now I need more molds for all that. I need copper gears. One of these gears. Copper gear. With 2 single ink. And then we'll buy 2 more double ingots. The reason I'm just doing double ingots instead of single ones is 1, I needed to use a single ingot. And 2, these computers update properly for how much material is needed to run it. Actually, see, there it is. And if you have 2 doubles, it doesn't even render the line that you need to read. It just takes a while. Okay. Polish the copper. Polish it. 1, I need 4 more polishing. Polish it. Uh, 5 polishing. Two. I want to polish everything that comes out just immediately. Get to polishing. Gonna want... We don't really need anything from iron. We're done with the iron. Made the iron pipes that I was wanting. I mean, yeah, I'll just keep it simple then. Like, yes, it's worth more. Take care. Roll those into plates. Root those into rods. And the plates we can then take. Turn into pipes. Rods we can eat them. No, sell them over there. Alright, as for iron, once again, we don't actually care. I'm gonna run them into the package. Nothing else for me to do with them? I don't have any other machine. I turn them into plates. But I think I'll just run them into the packager. just go and merge them. Oh, right, that gets fed on top there. It should go there. Right. Yeah, just single rise. And turn. Then dump them all in a box to get sold. It increases the value. Cool. Yeah, that should do it. We still want steel plate. Still want steel rod. And do here. We don't care about steel gear. Alright. So I could just get more single ingots. No, I'd want another double ingot because we want pipes. Steel pipe. Get me another double ingot. You know what? Double ingot is fine in this case. Because we want the steel to wait some time. We want it to be sitting there waiting a while so we can get enough coal back in it. Put her out, polish it up, and then we want to turn them plates. And no, we can't just leave this empty to make plates. It makes trash. I do want another pipe maker now, though. Plates into a pipe. Strong. Then I can just put it there. Then turn. And turn on all the auto miners. All the machines sprung to life and are slowly saturating their lines. If I add more miners, I might have to decentralize. Instead of bringing it all to one sorter to take care of, I might have to go ahead and start processing like gold coming in, turning it to ingots, and then bring the gold ingots in. Ta-da! Funnel. And I could just use walls to guide those two. Worked. Oh. Gotta be. ship. Oh. I have a suspicion of what happened. Yep, that happened. Foundations were clipping on. Also, I'm just gonna take that so that's floating in the air. Toss it on over. All this. That's better. I also slapped that there. So that'll just look better for me. Take that lamp pole. There. Go get the lamp back. It's right there. Good. Okay. I checked on it. That one's just fine. It's just going directly forward. Oh. Oops. And we'll just jump that little gap and be good as rain. $95% full of polished iron ingots, and we're increasing the value by like $30. So it just makes us a little bit of extra money. And I guess that just, you know, happens. Bit of an ingot jam. Yeah, see, it just kind of made trash. Polished iron junk bag. I'm hoping that putting the doubling in the middle, there'll be less issues. It appears I was incorrect, but that was my hope. There's the Angus tree. That should make less issue. Should straighten out those ingots. It did nothing of the sort. In fact, it made them worse. It made them worse. Okay, that actually worked that time. Okay. They're trying it out. What if I just straighten up all 3 lines then, huh? How'd you do that? I don't think really changed anything. Well, these seem to make it through more reliably now. So that's fine. Okay, we still need gold key. And gold. Yeah, we're still doing copper gears, lots of that. And we have gold key. I'm doing copper pipes right now. Copper rods are done. Steel rods are working out. Alright. I think we're doing quite well. Got some geode bits here. Which, you know, I can sort this out. Polish it. There. And that. Shorter. And ramp. That matches and goes that way. Gets tossed on to be polished. Gold. Then if we encounter anything else, it'll spit out. What a constant flood of resources. I love it. So much input. and a game designed for you to see said input. Unlike Minecraft, where if you were to actually have all these resources flowing on like a conveyor or something, it would probably start chunking you from all the entities. All goes around and gets sorted out. Doing really good and cool. Getting plenty of we're not overloading an iron yet. No, I think we actually can handle more iron. Have more miners? I have more heavy miners. Don't have the basic kind. Mining. Auto miner. Okay. You. I'm gonna do the rapid ones. I haven't bothered unlocking the rapid ones. They can't get gems, so I'm no longer processing. Iron ore. Iron ore. That's more iron. More iron to make. And if we go over here. Already fully tapped. Go down in here. Then. Access to area. Got gold. Gold. 9%. There's diamond and emerald. Bad. Ah, this is actually what I was looking for. Iron, iron. Cool. This. That. One more miner, then I should buy a bunch of turns. Bunch of basic turns. Turner conveyors. Auto miner. There we go. That just joins the fray. Or it just falls onto the conveyor below. No issue. Oh, looks like I've had one issue at some point. And that was me, because I was standing there. And all the times it was running, I think they don't have the one issue. Issue. think that actually has more issues than it solves. If I just toss them down, they hit more often. Send it forward one. And I grab the walls. Can easily just do that. And then the only thing I can do is overshoot. I felt like it, I could do the same over here as well. The only thing I can do now is drop down and not bounce off the sides. Let's increase the iron throughput. Well, not throughput, the iron input. Just absolutely going crazy. Tiny. 41.8. 57, so about 9% for 4 ingots. Each one's about 3.8%. Probably 3.75. Boxed up and sold. I didn't even see that process. That was just 15. And value gets increased by just 5%. But, you know, it adds up. 400 becomes 420. Blaze it. I don't think that's interesting. And da. Oh yeah, I'm also a bit quieter than usual, probably. My bad. Okay, eventually work themselves out. Eventually. And we got 3 research tickets. Yay! Oh, because we got Master of Plates, I believe. Yeah. Rare geodes, Celestite geode, and Amethyst geode. Oh. Hopefully we can get some geodes at some point. All we're getting is polished quartz. Threading lathe. Thread iron and copper. Then more iron and copper, but also gold and steel. And after that, we have the Master Quest, which is make literally everything for all of these. And the slag one, it's... I guess you could just make it out of coal? Not sure. And there's the moguls. Which is the same thing, but more, and also make sure they're polished. Which I do anyway, so that's not much different for me. strongest trophy. The Mine Mogul trophy. Polished stuff for all of them, plus the gems and geode. Except for the quartz geode. The ultimate Mine Mogul trophy. Only available to the true masters of the shaft. Oh yeah, that's what they call me. The shaft master. Makes the box, and it basically immediately falls in and gets. There's no animation on the box itself. There's also writing on that box. I would like to try and intercept that. As the next one's fallen. Oh, I want to read it. Okay, so each of these boxes contains $675 worth of iron ingot, 27 of them. And they're making me about $708.75 each. Nice. Almost $1,000 per box. Like 4 boxes get me $5,000. Ooh. Identification. Amethyst geode. So we do get those. Oh, I guess we gotta hold on to them. For a quest. We just completed another quest. Master rods. We're now rod masters. Hardened drill bit and turbo drill bit. Now got another one. Unless use both possible. I don't think they did. Oh yeah. Basic cannon in the world. I'll just buy the light helmet. Okay. And off the item miners again. Rapid auto miner standard drill bit, lasts 10 minutes for breaking. Turbo drill bit, 2 minutes. Or the hardened. Lower than the standard, but never breaks. That's what I'm planning on getting. One of these. Oh, right, these. They don't stack. Forgot about that. Dev test. Buy me another chest, please. I can... Yeah, I'll put it there, sure. Bring it all the way open. I can't pick these up like that. Drop it. Okay. Picked all that up. Alright, good enough. Do a little bit of emerald. Do a little bit of diamond. There are already such low chances for both of these. Really, I'll just... pick them. Place the auto miners there. No more gems out of here, but they're making their things. Turn it back off though. I mean, since it is just iron and coal these are making, I could try and... Steel wants a continuous input. Like, it needs to be assured it will have input. Because it will just slowly burn all the coal away. I'm taking that ferry out. You know what? I'm just gonna turn everything back. While I try to plan out. I'll try thinking about what I'm gonna do. 2%. Toss that right on over. All that in there. Boom. Do some more. Better and faster. Boom. Get those polished on up and sold on up. Most everything else is being done. Let's see. Gonna take another 3x2 area, just like these other ones are. Access to the front. This will end up moving to the side by 1. Accommodated. So I can go ahead and plan that out. I'm also going to use the heavy duty ones just because the sheer amount tossing out. And it's likely only gonna get worse. There they are. Shame of walls. They've proven useful. That's not necessary. This is legacy. Rid of the 1. But I can't really change this until I shut down the line again. Next time I shut down the line, I'll try to remember that. And again, we'll have to shut down the line. This whole process. Speaking of this whole process. Go there. That same thing there. Go ahead and have this fully set up. So there's not as much work when I need to change to the new line. And then I'll schmooth gold. I'll need gold here. As well as, I suppose, have a couple doubling. Set those next to the computer for... So I know they're there and I don't need to buy them. And I've slowly been dwindling my money supply. I need to stand here and just make all of that money back. Call it an investment. Any of these nodes don't do gems or... That does emerald and diamond. Emerald at a higher rate, diamond at a lesser. Fines. Emerald. This one I do not want to replace at all, because it has a rather high percentage with emerald and diamond gems. But it's good. Earns its... Over here, well that makes diamonds. That makes emeralds. Makes emeralds at a low rate. Diamonds at a high rate. In light of that, I think I shall grab another hard bit and replace that copper one. what's over here. Oh, that's a high emerald rate. That's not getting replaced ever. Because that one, in theory, makes plenty of emeralds. That. I can just use standard. Standard. That. That. Go. I'm not even exploiting the veins back here yet. 0.3% for diamond, 0.2% for emerald. .7% for diamond, 1% diamond, 0.5% emerald. .2% diamond. .3% diamond. Good rate. There we go. So, 3% time, midpoint. Not a whole. Third. Utilize. Back here we have 0.7% diamond, 1% diamond, and 0.5% emerald. Okay. There's another area up top here. More mining spots. Oh no, but I left some stuff. Cleaning out the area. Didn't do the best job of cleaning that out. Hey! Ah! Oh hey, Ramphis. Making money. We're making money. Almost done with the copper pipes. Steel pipes are getting there. Almost done with the copper gears. And yeah, we'll need the gold gears. Oh, there they go. Boom. This room. .2% for diamond. I've finished cleaning the area out. Lorp. Gold seam. And what, pray tell, is in here? Got a gear, drill bit, diamond. Or diamonds. All on a table. Nothing too exciting. Broke the geode into probably quartz. Emerald hiding up there. Oh, box. This I can't just toss down there and expect to land it. I have to toss myself down here. Wow, I think it's actually getting overwhelmed. It's almost not able to actually keep up. Oh, wowzers. Could use the bulk ore splitter to just split it into, you know, 2 groups that are then separately sorted. Perhaps I just have another bulk sorter to sort them into 3 types, and those are crushed and dropped off. Not sure yet. Treading late. I'm just gonna leave it there. I'm dealing with that. Not right now. I got polished gear here to polish. Have these 2 drill bits. These don't get polished, but they also don't dirty it up. Those drill bits into the chest. And go about my merry day. Iron threaded rod. So what we need is the extruder to do the extrusion. And then we have to lathe it. Oh, the lathe brings things in one direction and out on top. Oh. Situate it there. And I just take its output. Toss it. Oh, it just eats it. Okay. I meant to make the extruder. With the money I have, I make it an extruder. Okay. Polishing. Extruding machine. There we go. Ingot goes in. Extruded. That gets twisted. Oh no, it cuts the grooves in. Doesn't twist it. Okay. Oop. Then that gets shat out. And I don't exactly know how I'm supposed to handle that back. Can the roller flat actually sit up there? No, it cannot. Okay. So that's not as shrimple. In this confined space, anyway. So what do I do then? What do I do then? Rod extruder still takes up 4 slots. That's a given. It takes up 4 slots. And the new thing takes up these 2 slots. But these 3 wares tile takes it in the middle and spits out the top. So what it wants is that. Which kind of means he takes up 4 slots, 'cause it requires that. Can't be combined with other bits. Conceivably, I can get away with that. Well, I could have to be one spot further away. What is that? And put a lift. Like that. That'll combine those up. Perfect. Round. Yep, that's good. Okay. That's important because that means I can... that there. Plus making another spot for the new machine. Threading blade. Threading blade can go there. It doesn't interfere. Goes there. Take the ball away, take that away. There we go. Turns them into rod. That lathe the rods. And that spits them back out. Cool. Glad that's actually like working out. I was afraid I was gonna have to do like more esoteric shenaniganry. That to function. But nope. It decided to just, you know, work. Oh, but it works slower than that works. It's a little slow. I guess I ordered ledges and not turns. Oh well. I can make it slower. Drop a double ingot here. I just like swap them out. Oh, I can. Actually, quite easy. I expected it would be like, nah, you can't do that. It's not that shrimpable. But, turns out, it is that shrimpable. Okay, so that means it takes a little more material to pour out. Which means the rod should take a little more time to be made. But hopefully it'll match the lathe's expectations. I have a quest available. Master of Pipes. Additionally, we have research. I don't have any more. Alright, well, I guess I'll mark that. Now I have corners. And the tier 2 blocker. The blockers are just manual. No logic yet. I feel like this game might implement logic. Probably like Hydroneer's logic. But I don't know if it'll just be like programming node system, or if it'll be a wireless redstone type system. Or like, I put down a master node, then I use another tool to connect the master node. Get a few more of those roller conveyors. And here too, why not? Like, unfortunately, the turns are bigger. You just turn like that, they take up 3 spots. Or if you count the inside of the curve, maybe it is 4 because it goes through the middle. That's, yeah, it takes up 4 spots. 4 tiles. 4 blocks. They do appear to be faster. Shoo. Yeah, they're a bit faster. Alright. Frog machine has not quite caught up yet, but it has been making progress. There it goes. Now it's caught up. I mean, it might have been a slight extra spurt of iron falling on this side versus the other side. And hence it made some extra. That could be the Shremple truth. Alright, I'm gonna buy a bunch more of the freight conveyors. Rollers. Well, I already have a ledge for it. I already bought the ledges. There's no, like, mergers for these, right? Oh, like... roller slopes, corners, sorters, routers, splitters. Nope, no mergers. Merging has to be done with these. Otherwise, they'll just hit their sides. That doesn't work. Aggro. No, that's the merger. So that means I can't really merge easily. Just pop on the side there. I was thinking I could just pop over in a straight line. Well, actually, maybe I could pop it over and then pop it onto that. That'd work. Nope, I'm silly, I'm silly, I'm silly. I need more. More roller sled. Roller...
Bio Steampunk just brought 2 independents to the Domestication
Bio!
Center. Let's see which sign up.
Well, come on in. How was Card Shop Simulator? Eh? You enjoy yourselves? I should. Yeah! A little janky, but I think that works. There we go. Probably give something if it was like Chinese knockoff. I mean, a lot of those games are made by like minimal art assets of their own and are just using straight up, here's the Unity engine with the shop simulator package that you bought that one time. Like, yeah. It's cheap American knockoffs. That's what it is. There's Chinese characters in the menu. Ah. Do you know if it was Hanzi or if it was actually Japanese? Hmm? Was there any hiragana? Like katakana? But I hope you all had fun regardless. I'm just straight up only kanji. Well, that would be Hanzi at that point then. Because that's what Chinese characters are called. Hanzi. Okay, this should just... Yes, Hanzo from Overwatch. You know exactly what I'm saying, Bio. You know I'm not saying Hanzo. Hanzo. It's a down tone on the Z. Alright, go take care of yourself, Bio. Because I know you probably gonna head to bed. You're gonna go sleepy deepy. That's much more graceful. Seriously? Tell me that game was mining Bitcoin in the background, you'd believe me but still enjoy it? Again, I'm glad you had fun with it. That's what really matters. As long as you're having fun. Have a good night, buddy. Appreciate you. And I appreciate everyone who came on in with Bio. I would tell y'all to follow, make sure you're following Bio, but y'all probably already are. And if you're watching me and you're not following Bio, probably go do that. I'd call him a cool cat, but he's a snake. And he's not exactly cool. But, you know. Yeah, no problem, Bio. He's an entertaining snake, I can see that. The less tight. Good night! I'm making steel and copper pipes, and that'll be the Aster pipe. But it once for me. I need to think with more verticality in mind. I have all of this space up here to utilize. I'm only utilizing a little bit of it for like this nonsense. I need to do it more, do it better, do it faster, do it stronger. Maybe instead of having them next to each other, I should stack them. Like I could have one of those there. Some scaffolding right above it. That. Because that can like still fit right in there. Also, there's no reason it has to come from the back like that. I mean, just like this. No reason I had to go all the way out here and loop around, except to get it high enough. One further away. Give room, tries another one. Now, which would let me forego. Do that. Actually, more space like that. Works for me. Just compact it a little bit. I might split it some other way. Might raise all this ore higher so that I can do an initial split. Drop these into another splitter. Just directly. And each of those drop. Yeah. Just buy another bulk splitter. Vertical bulk sorter. Vertical sorter, an ore crusher. Yeah, I can just plop it directly in there. Like, hey, gold here, copper here. And just have them immediately get swallowed up. Bad of an idea. That pre-sorts them, then I can bring them to different levels. I can do all of one thing's processing on a level. Almost machine is this new one. What platform's doing that number? Except for, of course, I'm getting stuck. I can just remove the support struts. Okay. The wall up here. I'll just put it there. Make it a big wall. That's all low and well and good. Yeah, the transition from the flat belt to the non-flat belt causes them to flip. Which changes how they interact with each other. And now getting rid of the extra force trying to put everything in the center, they can now just schmoove. Be knocked to the side and keep schmooving. Yeah, that's much improved. do is box these things. I just shove it. Oh, I was thinking I could just box them and send them that direction instead. It'd probably still work. It would just caught them there, get turned, toss them there, and then would go into the box. And thus increase in value further. Methinks. Two by two scaffolds, get me a bunch. Thank you. Oh, right. Yeah, I mean, when I redesign it and have each one dedicated their own floor for a metal, that'll also just give me more room to work with. Entirely. You could have multiple smelters for, like, just iron. Yeah, it'd be a problem right here. Yeah. Whatever. I'm making swim there. That is a good thing to note, however. But with this splitter, it cannot have scaffolding next to it. It will suffer. That doesn't actually interfere with anything. That was actually kind of good. Guess I need a few aesthetic pieces. Oh, there's the one that one. Oh, yeah, that thing. So this square, this square needs to be avoided. And scaffolding down, but scaffolding can be everywhere. Matter of fact, I could just... No, because now jut out. It's one by one. And I go. Put him there. Now this back line doesn't actually interfere with anything. There. Oh, also model without the structural supports, and that just kind of solves all the problems. Cool. Boom. No issues. I could take all the supports off the ones not in the back row. Oh, did I? Supports. Also, when move supports, it really just becomes flat. It becomes a floor. And then I gotta strip down the middle. There we go. We have a floor. Is that for stairs? Also, we have made so much money. So much money. Yeah, let's go over there. That's fine. There we go, proper way up to this floor. Can't really look down at all the machines though. That would exist inside of this room. Haha! More pipes and copper threaded rod. Making the rods here, we don't have the space to turn them threaded. But that's what the multiple floors are for. Picking up the multiple floors. And yeah, that's gonna be our little height limit. Let's see. That's also going to be a recurring issue. Foundations go all the way down. Again, the back ones can happen. That's fine. Doesn't interfere with anything. But the other ones, they actually do interfere. That interferes on the actual conveyor line. And the one from above goes all the way through. It's a good Hopper's good cannon. I'll use the cannon. Hello. Get the goes up. Put a wall down. Apparently we got some coal over here. Perhaps it was going a little too feisty. But now it's proper sorted. I think that's a good wrapping up point for us. almost precisely on time. So, you know, it's good then. But that does mean we gotta go bother someone. Who are we gonna go bother? Ah, I'm thinking none other than our favorite Gobbo, Goblin Fia. I'll make sure to grab the appropriate raid message, whether you're subbed or not. And let's make sure to show Fia a good time. I'll be streaming again tomorrow. I believe it's going to be with Bio and Co. With the Party Crashers. What game was it? Possibly Uno, possibly something else. We'll figure it out, if anything. Okay? But I'll be streaming tomorrow. Same time, same place. Same bad time, the same bad channel. In the meantime, take care of yourselves, okay? Drink plenty of water, eat enough food, get some exercises in. Make sure to practice some mindfulness and meditation stuffage. You know, take care of that mental. And get plenty of sleep. Socialize with friends. Get out there. Okay? And I shall see y'all tomorrow. Bye-bye!